AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. Hey, make sure you go to hometownstation.com for all the latest. Don't forget about the greatest in Santa Clarita. Speaking of the greatest in Santa Clarita, see what I did there? Mm-hmm. I have Steve Brock, a.k.a. Dr. Computer. Can I call you Dr. Steve Brock?
If you'd like.
Do you have a medical degree?
No, I have no medical degree. It's just a company name, but it works very well for me.
Yeah, so you are the guy when it comes to basically PC stuff. You also can work with Macs as well.
Yeah, I'm platform agnostic.
Yeah.
But my main specialty is PCs.
Yeah, and really the biggest difference is what you're more comfortable with. But you are the Microsoft guru, so to speak.
Yes.
So I want to ask you first. Well, actually, let's say this first. For more information on you on Dr. Computer, go to drcomputer.info.
.info, yes.
.info. So you are pretty well versed in the Microsoft application. So talk to me maybe a little bit about your background a little bit. How did you get started in this?
Well, when I was a kid, my dad was a computer engineer, had a degree in computer engineering, or electronics engineering. And he worked as pre-sales for Signetics, Monsanto, Motorola in the mid-'70s. And I was lucky enough because my dad had access to tech that no one had access to. So
holy cow.
My first computer was, my first computing experience was a terminal, just the thermal printing. It was from the 70s. I didn't
huge,
even have
right?
a screen.
Giant, right?
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
And then I also had a PC, had an Atari 800. With I was doing basic programming language when I was 9. So ever since then, I've just been into computers and learning the top stuff to know about computers. Basically, being on the bleeding edge of tech.
So you just from the start, was it like a game for you, or because you say 9 years old, did you just hop in and say, oh man, this is fun?
I don't know if it was a game. I just noticed that I was just good at it.
Yeah.
I like to say that I speak Windows because any software on a PC, even if I don't know it, I can work around it. I can go through it. Microsoft has a very strict policy about what things are supposed to look like, so it's pretty easy for me to get through.
Okay, so let's talk about what you guys do now. What do you do now?
Right now, I've been running into a lot of people who are buying the new Windows products. Windows 8, tablets, laptops, desktops, touchscreen desktops. That's very big right now. I'm also running into quite a few people, including your boss, who has a new Windows phone.
The thing is, before you finish this, Carl came in and he was just like flabbergasted when he came in. He was so overwhelmed. But then he has taken a breath since you've come in. Just so you know, he is much more relaxed.
Well, I came in and I made everything work, and he was very very happy to hear that.
Yeah, and so you've been doing a lot with the new, not necessarily just Windows 8, but different. You said tablets, just pretty much anything with Microsoft, right?
Right. I own a Surface tablet, the Surface RT tablet. I'm sure maybe the listeners have seen the TV commercial where the keyboard separates from the tablet and magnetically comes back together. It's a great PC. I call it a desktop companion because it doesn't run everything, but it runs everything I need on the road.
Yeah. And
it weighs less than 2 pounds.
Yeah, and okay, so I'm looking at drcomputer.info. Steve Brock in studio with me, and you guys do help desk support, on-site assistance, employee training, telephone and email support, software development. That's the whole gamut. You guys can do anything. I do
everything as far as computer stuff is concerned. Most people tend to call me for virus repair and setting up desktops. Advice on what to purchase. I do operate a shopping service.
Oh, terrific.
Because people go to the computer store and they look at things like they're deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
And I just go in there and with them and I break down everything what they need.
Exactly.
What do they need it for? And I can walk around the people over at the sales guys over at the computer store saying, "Hey, you really need this, don't you?" No, you don't need that.
Yeah, and then I like the employee training. So a lot of businesses use Microsoft Office, all of the PowerPoint, the Excel, and you can train people how to use those programs.
Yeah, I'm very expert in all those programs. Microsoft Office, which is included on the RT tablet, by the way, for free.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I've trained classrooms of 12 on up of people, not just on Office, but other kinds of software on a PC. It's,
Okay.
One of the benefits that I like about me is that not only am I technical, but I can really deal with people on one-on-one or multiple group situation as a human being. I notice a lot of techs are not quite so
There's
human.
an issue. There's an issue there sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. They speak a different language, but yeah, when you speak both languages.
Yes, I speak English too.
Yeah, exactly. You earlier you said you speak Windows, but then you also speak English.
I'm bilingual.
So, yeah. Steve Brock, drcomputer.info for more information. Thank you so much for stopping by and get the training done. You can get trained. You can train. The Microsoft Office thing is huge, I think. I think that's a huge selling point.
Yeah, I take everyone. I actually have to do personal training too. If somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, I happen to teach senior citizens sometimes. I teach anybody who's just kind of just doesn't know anything about what they just purchased. Some people go from Windows 95 and now they're on Windows 8.
Oh,
that's a massive difference. So I can help them make the transition.
Cool. Excellent. drcomputer.info for more information. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you very much.
All right. AM 1220.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. AM 1220 KHTS.